Hello and welcome back. In this video, we are going to show you one of the many ways you can use the large Eternity Design wheel frame by Amoracast. Each one of our Eternity Design frames has a fluted outer edge that conceals the perfectly spaced 1mm holes covering the circumference of the frame. These frames have been meticulously created to provide infinite design possibilities while maintaining their structural integrity and elegant appearance. To recreate this necklace, you will need the large Eternity Design wheel frame, 2mm round crimp beads, 2 4mm crystals, stones, or pearls, and some sterling silver swage chain. We are going to use 4mm Swarovski crystals. You will need to thread the swage chain through the same hole twice for this design. To do this, you will need to expand 2 of the holes on the frame before we begin. You can either stretch the hole, as we are doing, with a scribe or an awl, or you can enlarge the hole by using a pearl reamer. Make sure that the holes are parallel, so that your design is centered. Once the holes are widened, use a head pin as a placeholder. Thread a 10-inch piece of swage chain through the pre-widened holes. Not only is this simplistic design eye-catching, it's easy to make and wastes very little of your supplies. On one end of your chain, thread a 2mm crimp bead. With your flat nose pliers, flatten the bead. This will secure your chain to your frame. Trim the chain flush to the bottom of your bead with your clippers. Take a second piece of swage chain and thread it up through the bottom hole. Bead on your chosen stones, pearls, or crystals. And continue threading the chain through the top hole. Make sure your 2 halves of chain are of equal length before you cut. Add a crimp bead to the bottom of the chain and squeeze it flat with your pliers. Once again, trim the chain flush to the bead. To finish your necklace, simply add your crimp tubes to the end of the chain. And add your clasp. You're not limited to 4mm beads with this design. Try using 2mm gold-filled beads for a gorgeous two-tone look. The design possibilities are infinite. Stay tuned for more creative ways to use the Eternity Design frames by Amoracast.